Hey, what's up? Kalen here. In this video, I wanted to answer a question I saw online about whether, as an entrepreneur, you should learn how to code. So the question was interesting. Somebody that's an inspiring entrepreneur that is having a hard time finding a coder, system architect that's trustworthy, willing to work for equity. So wondering if you should learn coding yourself. And the way I'm going to approach this question is I'm going to say, no, you should not. And the reason why is, in my experience, as a developer, somebody that knows a lot of developers, I can't think of many developers I know to really be a good developer. There has to be this kind of inherent love for it, passion, excitement, curiosity around it. So just literally the fact, if you as an aspiring entrepreneur ran into these problems and said, I'm gonna do it myself, and then you just did it and you didn't ask the question, you just started learning, then I would say it might work out for you. But if you're asking the question, just almost by definition of the fact you're asking the question, it's like a pragmatic thing. It's like, I want to be a business person. I need this. I can't find it. Should I learn that? I'm struggling to think of many people I've heard of that have gone that route and have done it sort of as more of a pragmatic thing. Everybody I know that's a good developer, there's this inherent sort of passion for it that I think has to come first. Now, maybe this gives you some fuel to go do it. I'm gonna prove this joker wrong, in which case that's great, and maybe a little reverse psychology helped you out. But that's really what I think. So I think, in tech, you've got developers, and you've got the business people, and I think the business people that are good, you double down on what you're good at. So yeah, it is hard to find a good developer that's trustworthy, and it's harder to find ones that are willing to work for equity. So it's hard. It's going to be hard work. It's going to require talent and hard work on your end to find that person and incentivize them to work with you. But so I think you double down on what you can do, which is to hustle, to meet a bunch of developers, go to a ton of meetups. On some level, it's a numbers game. You meet enough people, you'll find somebody that's at the right stage in their life that they're interested in equity. And then also, you want to have more than just an idea. Like, here's my idea. Like, go get pre-sales. Go take your idea, go start talking to people, say, hey, we're going to build X, Y, and Z. Would you pay for that if it was built? Yes. Okay, great. Can we get your credit card on file? We're not going to charge you until whatever. Now you've got 25 pre-sales. That's a lot more attractive to that developer to work on equity. You can also spend time working out the details of your project. So instead of a high-level idea, work really hard on fleshing it out, speccing it out. A lot of times when business people bring an idea to a developer, it's not very well fleshed out. So that's something you can work on as well. So I think you got to double down on the things that the business side of things, unless if you got to be really passionate about development to get into it and to put in the necessary time over years and years, the 10,000 hours, put in that time in order to really get good enough at it to even build a prototype that's going to get anybody, prototype level build that's going to get anybody interested in your product. So those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions. Post them up in the comment box. Would appreciate it. Thanks so much for listening.